Hey Ride Nation, Mr. Tidbit here. Now, the comparison videos I did last year were pretty popular, so I kind of got the idea to maybe do some family comparisons this year, kind of taking a bunch of boards and kind of showing you how they evolve through the line. Now, by all means, I'm going to kind of categorize these, but it doesn't mean you have to ride these where I'm saying. It really comes down to your preferences, and if you want more detailed feedback, watch the individual videos. But, I'm going to start here with the Manic. All mountain shaping, flat, rocker kick on the nose, rocker kick on the tail. Pretty playful, pretty flexible, kind of designed for that entry-level guy or that person that's just looking for a good ride. When you evolve up next, your next step up in the line is going to be the Wildlife. What happens is you keep the same exact shape as this board, but you're going to get some carbon fiber in here with the Carbon Array 3 in there, and it's going to be a little bit more responsive while keeping the playfulness of what the Manic has. You're actually going to get a faster base. You upgrade from the 1500 to the 4000 grade base here, so it's going to be a little faster in multiple conditions through there. So you kind of think what you want. They're both great boards. This guy, definitely if you're just starting out, but you could start out with this one too, depending on where you're at. And this is definitely, the Wildlife is kind of designed for that guy that's been around for a while, a year or two, Lincoln turns, maybe 10 years, really getting comfortable. But I'm going to throw this Manic back up here, and the next evolution in the series is going to be to the Berzerker. Now you're going to go from that all mountain flat with a rocker kick on the nose and tail to the hybrid. So you have the same kick on the nose, but then you have a micro camber straight back through. No rocker kick on the tail like you have on the Wildlife. And then this one gets pretty responsive throughout, a lot more responsive than the Wildlife. So now we're getting into that rider that you ride a lot, you're trying to decide what's going to help you have the most fun. So if you're really thinking, I love response, I love torsional flex, I want something snappy that's just going to kill it everywhere on the mountain, the Wildlife might not be for you. The Berzerker might be the better choice. So now the next evolution in the all mountain kind of family with ride jumps up to the Highlife UL. Now you're going to have the same shape to it, same rocker comparison. They're both really snappy and responsive, but the big thing that's going to change here is the UL core. It's a lot damper, so some people kind of think it's not quite as responsive as the Berzerker because it's a little bit smoother, but it's definitely really responsive. And you get the pop walls in the tail as well, so you're going to really get that snappy, pop off your tail. Compared, this is still poppy, but those pop walls really accelerate your turns, really snap quickly. But the other big thing too is the nose is a little softer on the Highlife than it is on the Berzerker. So if you're looking something that's going to handle chop and really powder better, the Highlife is probably going to give you a little bit more fun through powder than the Berzerker. Not dissing the Berzerker, saying that it can't handle powder, but there's definitely some aspects of the Highlife UL that are going to make it a little bit more fun for you. So when that comes down to it, that's the all mountain family and how it progresses. So kind of take all that into consideration and watch the individual videos and see where you fit in the line.